Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Matt's Reacts. And today we are going to do something of a good feeling tune. I have not been sleeping well. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I read all your suggestions and I so appreciate them. I really do. But it's I just can't get a good sleep. So my plan tonight is to listen to my fish tank, do some meditation, and have some nice tea, relax. And I thought that this song is important today because Lean On Me is one of my favorites. From the first lyrics, sometimes in our life, you know, you immediately know what song this is going to be. And Avi Kaplan, or Mr. Kaplan as I call him, has such a bold but smooth, sharp but just dull, and it's like every time I try and describe his voice, I'm at a loss for words. But I think I got it this time. Imagine a waterfall that's hitting rocks, but it's silent, but you hear the passion and the power behind the waterfall because we don't really get to hear Avi going all out. Like he puts into reserves a lot of his voice, and I think if he unleashed it, it would just be heart stopping. But I always start these videos with words of affirmation, and Lean On Me is pretty much the whole song of affirmation rather. And I mean, you guys are all loved, all important, never alone. You are wise, you are valued, you are appreciated. Like I will always say that at the beginning of every video because that is something that will just help ease maybe a little bit of loneliness, maybe a little bit of heartbreak, maybe a little bit of anxiety, and maybe a little bit of depression. And it's just, if it eases that even a bit, it's worth it, just for one person, even. So I will always say that. And I think that this song is an encapsulation of what it means to be someone's rock. And if you guys are having tough times and you need to comment something that's just bugged you or get it off your chest, use me as an outlet instead of doing something like alcohol or drugs. Please, okay? I don't want anyone to end up in that dark corner because it's I just want you guys to be happy. That is my main concern. So today we are doing Avi Kaplan's Lean On Me. And I gotta say, I'm excited to just feel this song from my toes to my nose, from my fingers to my hair, and just everywhere in between. So without further ado, I hope I like this video, and I hope you like it too.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on for.
I got tantalizing amounts of goosebumps all over my body from that chorus. Like everybody needs a rock. Somewhat like a rock, a stuffed animal, a pet, or anything that they can just be like, I can't hold all of this on my shoulders. Can you take some of the load? And I always think of that Lord of the Rings scene where Sam says, share the load. And there's no other better friend than Sam. Samwise Gamgee is just the creme de la creme. And this song just kind of describes how I want you guys to feel, if you're ever feeling alone or not strong. I will be there for you. 100%. I promise you.
Always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long, for I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride if I have things you need to borrow, for no one can give those of your need that you won't let, so lean on me.
I think between Change on the Rise and just getting started and stuff like that we've seen, this might rank at the top for me as something that you feel. And he conveys that with the soul in his voice. It's he might be looking that way or that way or that way. There we go. But he's looking right at you and he's just letting you know like come, come to the music. Don't go to the bottle. Come to the music, don't go to the bottle. That's the title of this video. That yeah, come to the music, don't go to the bottle, please.
No one can give those of your need that you won't let, so lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long, for I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. So just call on me, brother, if you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. Yeah, I just might have a problem that you'd understand.
And I come to you guys my problems like I was at such a dead end with my insomnia. Like I was getting so frustrated with doctors and stuff like that and my anxiety, and like I came to you guys and you guys opened up to your hearts and you open up your hearts to each other. And like even through the comments, it's like people being there for people is what makes a society strong. If we can show compassion, empathy, and put our hearts on our sleeves, imagine what kind of the world we would live in. Like, and I know the song Imagine fits perfectly right into there, but there are times where I look around me and I get sad because we live in a hostile world. And I don't want to live in a hostile world. I want to live in a world where it's like that picturesque American dream, where everyone's happy, the neighbors are happy, you're having people over for barbecues, the drugs, the drinking, the tearing of families apart, the abuse, and everything just gets put on hold, you know? Even for a moment, if we could all just block a negative out of our life and embrace the positives around us, the world would change. And I think it would change for the better. And there are some fights worth fighting for out there, like anxiety and depression, and making people aware that mental health is not just something made up. You know, it affects a lot of people. And I will always be an advocate to speak on that. And I promise you that. I'm sorry for talking so much, but this is a very important subject to me because I was bullied so much. I had my hat cut up in front of me. I had an ice block dropped on my head. Was pushed into a locker. I was peed on. You know, I got full out tackled by our stalwart football player in high school and went home with a cracked rib. And like, I never want anyone to go through that. I'm glad that I went through that instead of someone else because I had resources in place to handle it, whereas they might not. I'm sorry for talking so much, but it's important for me to get that message across to you guys. I love you all so much.
Need somebody to lean on. So just call on me, brother, if you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. Yeah, I just might have a problem that you'd understand. We all need somebody to lean on. You can lean on me. You can lean on me. You can call on me. You can call on me.
I think that's a very important song for these days. I really do. And for the people that are afraid to speak about mental health, not because you're cowardly, just because it's so stigmatized, I will speak for you. I will be the voice piece, and I will say it all through the growth of this channel. You know, I put onto me that which you cannot carry, is what I will say. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I hope we all get a really good sleep tonight because we need it. Much love.